Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin bubble news channel. The first year that Bitcoin was widely used by institutions was 2024, similar to how the internet was widely used by institutions in 1994. Bitcoin is a revolutionary financial system. There has never been money like it before. It signifies digital wealth. All capital assets are undergoing a digital transition. It's like energy rushing into the internet. When the Chinese spend billions on Bitcoin, the price in New York will fall, allowing everyone to observe what's happening. Bitcoin is a revolutionary financial system. There has never been money like it before. It signifies digital wealth. All capital assets are undergoing a digital transition. It's like energy rushing into the internet. All of these things are deep, intricate, and terrifying. It turns all that art economics you studied into a hard science. Unlearn all you've ever learned. I need a diverse portfolio, regardless of how sound your financial theories are. Yeah, that's wrong. Exchanging winners for losers is what diversification is all about. My education over the past 3 decades has taught me otherwise. Your entire argument runs counter to all of my education. Everyone I know who is wealthy or influential thinks it's a hoax, including me. Then again, not every wealthy, powerful person needs it. Both of their ages are significant. Michael Saylor gives an incredible interview in which he explains the use case of Bitcoin. Bitcoin, sometimes called digital gold, is a new kind of economic energy that Michael argues supports by efficiently storing and transferring money. Like the storage and use of physical energy, he argues that blockchain, the technology behind Bitcoin, has inspired innovation in many fields such as digital identity, supply chain management, and banking. Moreover, by giving the world's unbanked and underbanked people access to financial services, Bitcoin encourages financial inclusion. Furthermore, the network will remain more robust and practical as long as adoption rates remain high. For Saylor, Bitcoin embodies the vitality of the economy because it provides a decentralized, safe, and efficient way to store and transmit value. In the Bitcoin bubble, Bitcoin is a revolutionary asset due to its scarcity and its ability to protect investors from economic uncertainty. This in-depth examination is not to be missed. To keep up with the latest market trends and more informative information, comment, and subscribe to our channel. I hope you have pleasure in the video. Their lives have run out of purpose. People in their 20s just starting out in the workforce are the ones who could benefit the most from it. The feeling is the same: I am broke. There is no authority over me. There is no respect in my life. I don't know how to advance. So now you have this brand new item. The speed of sound is being exceeded by it. It's making a jolt. The economy is feeling its effects. It is making a great deal of din, rumble, and rumble of anger. We're terrified. The natural human response to such things would be to resist. Wouldn't you agree? It is in our human nature to get irritated or angry when faced with something we don't understand. Tell me why you're promoting this. How can this be a fraud? If you must interfere, why? This is something I'd rather not discuss, is it? Thus, you are peddling a novel concept, ideology, protocol, economic philosophy, and monetary philosophy. To individuals who have never given any thought to the concept of money before, you are peddling a novel conception of it. Additionally, you are challenging basic assumptions, and they're doing well and are at ease. But that is right. Additionally, it is highly likely that they have more money than you do. Around my opinion, institutional Bitcoin adoption will begin around 2024. For example, most large-scale organizations started using the internet in 1994. Plus, you never would have attempted it prior to this year. And just like that, we're halfway through the first year. Holy cow. So where's it headed? Therefore, at this particular moment, everyone has a tremendous opportunity. So long as people take action and open their eyes. I always tell folks that the average person will work for at least 20 years. Therefore, in order to earn a living wage, you will need to put in 40,000 hours of effort. If you're going to put in 40,000 hours to build wealth, you might as well put in 100 to maintain it. In due time, it will find its way into people's insurance policies, pension funds, and mutual funds. Added uses. Every single app is after Bitcoin. These are the capital markets, and every application is trying to get a piece of the Bitcoin action. We call it capitalism. Funding is essential for any business. The foundation of our culture is money. For how much? Capital of $400 trillion. In this universe, there is a fortune of $900 trillion. Half of it must be monetary premium or pure economic energy. Global finance is in high demand. You can't live without it. In every country, in every school, in every institution, in every family, in every business, you name it. All of them require funding, don't they? To that end, Bitcoin will simply become more widely used as an asset. It is the pinnacle of monetary unity, in a sense. It's an online cooperative bank. The strength of the network and the value of individual assets are both increased as more people join. Plus, their combined power increases as the number of members grows. Now that the United States has issued its own ETFs, other countries are starting to do the same. There are other instances as well, such as Brazil and Australia. In your opinion, how significant are ETFs to Bitcoin's actuality? The exchange-traded funds ETFs are essential because they securitize Bitcoin through their operations on the Bitcoin network, they increase Bitcoin's value, and they address the following issues. Buying from them is more convenient. If you're a 70-year-old retiree and you want to diversify your assets by 10%, you can buy Bitcoin during the next week at the average price and then buy more. Oh, sure thing. I finished making a phone call in 7 seconds. The individual who answered the phone also receives payment. You can trust the accounting systems. Everything is under control with the risk controls. We have effective compliance controls. No money needs to be wired. Borrowing the money to purchase it can be an option as well. You don't need to put down any money to purchase it. It eliminates the need for me to worry about accounting or reporting problems if, for example, I purchase Bitcoin on 18 separate days. They maintain track of the basis, and when the year comes to a close, I can sell or give it to my children without worrying about the taxes. Institutional investors, such as pension funds and hedge funds, with $50 billion, $100 billion, or $200 billion on hand were among those who welcomed the U.S. approval of ETFs. They have a ton of money, but the ETF was their only option for making purchases. They are not permitted to work for an additional 12 months in order to establish all of these other systems. Their governing documents forbid them. In other words, they are facing an issue with compliance. After that, an exchange-traded fund ETF was established in Hong Kong. You might assume that Bitcoin is not being held in a U.S. vault if you purchase it in that Hong Kong ETF. The assets are best kept with a Hong Kong-based regulated bank per the wishes of the Hong Kong financial system. For this reason, the Hong Kong ETF provides a means for individuals, institutions, and businesses based in Hong Kong to invest in Bitcoin. Rumor has it that mainland China will soon have exchange-traded funds. Your Bitcoin will be held at a mainland Chinese bank, possibly in Shanghai, and those ETFs will be sent to you via a Shanghai-based financial institution. 1.5 billion Chinese citizens are interested in purchasing Bitcoin. Their wealth is welcomed by the Chinese authorities. It has no problem with China being wealthy. Finances are important to them all. Everyone enjoys affluence. Their main concern is that individuals should not be able to withdraw more than $50,000 a year from accounts outside of China. Therefore, it is a violation of the capital restrictions to acquire $10 million worth of Bitcoin, store it in a hardware wallet, and then exit the country. However, the Chinese financial system gains if an ETF purchase of $10 million worth of Bitcoin in Shanghai is subsequently bought and held in China by the exchange. In this case, the Chinese currency gains. The Chinese way of life flourishes. Taxes are sent to the Chinese government. Bitcoin is acquired by the Chinese investors. The fact that ETFs are resolving issues with